Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about my predictions for 2025. Here we are on the dawn of a new year, and we always want to know what's in store for us, don't we? So I'm here to give you a sneak preview of what you can expect as a general reading for this year of 2025 to be prepared. So before I get going, remember that I am going to be doing a all-day workshop with all of these predictions in greater detail, month by month, country by country. And you're going to be surprised at some of the countries that have incredible changes upon them. At least I was surprised. So what I'm going to do in this all-day workshop is I'm going to go over all the different countries, and I'm going to go over each month. We will be fully prepared for 2025. Now, another thing that I want you to know that is wonderful about this workshop, you will be there live and you will be able to ask me questions. Yes, I will take as long as it takes to answer everyone's question live. So when is this event? It is coming up soon. It is December 14th. It's a Saturday here, Central Standard Time. Now, other places in the world, it may be a different day or time, but this is the time it is. It is December 14th, 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now you can go to galacticcenter.org and purchase your ticket to be able to attend. This is one of the most exciting events I have all year long going, so you won't want to miss it. I want to hear your questions. I want to see you there. So come join us for my world predictions, December 14th, 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It will be a Zoom call, so everyone's live. Okay, so let me get going and tell you all what is going to pique your curiosity, because I'm here to give you a sneak preview of what to expect. So Mars is retrograde all the way till February 23rd, but it will change signs out of Cancer back into Gemini around January 20th. And this is a huge big deal. While Mars is in the sign of Cancer, it is debilitated. And this will cause anger, frustration, war. And another thing is it wreaks havoc on the economy. And that's what a lot of people keep asking me. What do I see for the economy? Well, I've got lots of news about the economy. You see, while Mars is in Cancer, which it's going to be in Cancer, well, it started October 20th and it will be in Cancer till January 20th. Then it's going to retrograde back into Gemini, and then it's going to go back into Cancer by April, and early April till about June, it will be back in Cancer. And this is not good for the economy. As a matter of fact, it's really bad for the housing markets. But I see light coming at the end of this tunnel, so bear with me. The first 6 months of this year will be very crazy. It will be crazy, let me just tell you. So much is about to happen, and so much rebellion too, because we have a whole presidential election, and there's the turning of the tides. There's newness. Everything is new. Everything is trying to settle in, but it's not going to feel settled for quite some time. As a matter of fact, I think April will be a giant turning point. And yes, there can be some catastrophic events and severe weather in the month of March and April. Actually, February, there's a big strike that could happen too to the United States, as Mars will station February 23rd at 22 degrees of Gemini. That is the sun in the United States chart. Now, I've got more to talk about other countries, don't you worry, but there's something so huge that's happening in the US at this time that this takes precedent at first, talking about what is actually happening in the US, because this whole political turnover is still not going to be easy. People say, yes, he's elected, Trump and everything, I don't see any violence. You just wait. This is still brewing. And let me just say this, there is something really big about to happen here. I don't know if it's something to do with wars or a major strike, but of course, unfortunately, there will be more assassination attempts. And I believe February, around the 22nd, that's a big one, or the 23rd. Another one is in the end of March, but mainly April. April is where President Trump's chart is the most dangerous. April, and then May, we have another turning point. But in April, there is going to be so much that's exposed, the corruption. It is unbelievable. And even things coming out about aliens, about all the corruption, the crime, things that have been going on. The deceit, denial, lies will come out April. Mark my words, but this is a very dangerous time in April. Now, let's get to May. May is a huge turning point. May 14th, Jupiter goes into Gemini. May 29th, Rahu and Ketu change signs. So you will feel an enormous change of energy in the month of May. You'll feel it. And while Jupiter goes into Gemini, it's going to blast through that sign. I mean, Jupiter normally stays in a sign for a whole year, but it's going to go through the whole sign from May to October. It will retrograde back. But this means things are really moving forward at amazing speed. And going through the sign of Gemini is going to bring up new ways of technology, and there is going to be some discoveries coming about. But space travel, Gemini's about space. It's about travel. And the way we travel with cars that have no drivers in it, this is coming big time. Another thing is the way that jets, propulsion, all of that, it's all going to change in 2025. This is amazing. Now, another thing is around the month of June and July, wow, there is going to be the biggest uncovering of secrets. I know I've been saying this for a long time, but this is the biggest. Neptune and Saturn come together, and they stay together for 2 months. And what's important about this is Saturn is reality, while Neptune is illusion. And what it essentially means, the illusions, the lies, the corruption, the lies, the reality will come out, and we will see things very clearly. This is going to cause incredible upheaval. Many will not want to believe it. And with the facts, people still won't believe it. And that's okay. Another thing that's turning over, because they just, that's what denial is. Denial is when emotionally you can't accept something and your body shuts down into a state of denial. And that is a protective force to help the body cope and deal with things that are so dramatic. Yes, it's going to be that dramatic. So another thing, because Gemini rules communications, this is going to be freedom of communications, where all the propaganda and things like that, they're starting to go away because the people have caught on to the truth and they're not buying it anymore. the lies that are put out in the media. The media sources are dying and going away, and more realistic ways of communication and understanding the truth will set forth. So we have freedom, so much more freedom. And with Pluto opposing Mars most of this year, this is major violence at times. People are angry. And yes, these wars are not going to stop. I'm seeing April and then June, July. These wars will go to another higher point. But the truth is coming out. And here's the best part. This is truly the best part. In October, when Jupiter goes into Cancer, it will go into Cancer 0 degrees and stop. And from October, November through the first week of December, it will be stationary at 0 degrees of Cancer. And this is so important. Why? Because Jupiter loves being in Cancer. And it's its point of exaltation. And when Jupiter's in Cancer, it brings out all the good in people and in the economy. Everything. It's like this bright light appears out of all of the corruption, all of the chaos. We're coming to a place of peace. Now it's only touching in there for those 2.5 months, but we're going to see the light then. And another thing is the housing market will finally change big time. People are going to be able to afford a home. People are going to be able to afford things. Prices are going to go down. It's coming to a golden age. So 2025, we have to go through that tunnel of darkness and fire before we get to the other side. But let me just say this, it is so worth it. It is so worth it to get to where we're going, because so many things about the truth are finally being exposed. And this is all positive. Yes, we still have to go through the destruction and the elimination of things. But when we get there, we'll look back and go, thank God all of this happened, because we couldn't know and be where we're going. I know that sounds crazy, but you're going to see. I'm seeing this very clearly. And I will say this, the year of 2026 is a golden year. So you're going to be happy. People are going to come together. Jupiter in Cancer? Are you kidding me? This is the sign of spirituality. It's a sign of protection. And Jupiter in Cancer means love, compassion. And this is a healing. But people are going to be at a higher level of awareness too, believe it or not. Been waiting for this time, this golden age. Now, that's not to say we're going to stay in that age, because everything is always cyclic and up and down. But I am really looking forward to the end of 2025, and 2026 will be golden. And so many things are about to change. Technology is going to take a step up. Consciousness in people is going to open up. And people are going to be searching more for spirituality and truth. And my prayer is that people will start to understand the value of astrology, because astrology is the science of sciences, and it is here to help all of us. And it's time that astrology makes a comeback and gets the respect that this science truly deserves when you totally understand astrology, which none of us completely do because it's beyond our comprehension. But when you start to understand it, you start to understand that everything happens for a divine reason, and the stars are propelling us into different levels of awareness, consciousness, and upliftment. And we're all connected to the stars. We're all part of our solar system, our universe, and everything is spinning in a cycle that promotes growth and development. And most of all, a leveling up, bringing humanity to a higher understanding. That is what we're headed for. And yes, we're going to know about the extraterrestrials. We're going to know all about all of this. We're going to know about all the corruption with things that have happened in the government for so many years. But all of that brings, when you have the truth, it brings awareness and you know what you're working on. Another thing I see happening in 2025 and especially 2026 is major cures for diseases and an understanding of health and healing. And yes, the planet is going to get healthier, but the one thing that people still aren't talking about, and that's another whole level, but we're going to start working on this as well, is the radiation that's in the air from all the technology that we're using. This is not health producing, but we're going to get a handle on all of these things as well, because as I said, we're going to get healthier, there's going to be a healing, and we've got to realize what's been going on for so long so we know what to work on in order to heal it. And that's what's happening. And yes, not too long from now, we will even have flying cars. I'm seeing all of our technology. It's all being worked on. It's all being built up. It's all coming together. And what an exciting time to be alive. Let's just get past the first part of this year and we're good. So with that, that's my little opening for what we're going to be talking about Saturday on the 14th in huge detail about consciousness, awareness, where all the planets are bringing us to. And through understanding astrology and where we're going, you will better understand yourself. And if you want to understand everything in astrology in terms of how it's affecting you personally, you're going to want to also check out my galactic planner. So go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org, and there you can sign up for my galactic planner and for my all-day Saturday 2025 workshop. But if you want to go right to the galactic planner, waste no time, go to galacticplanner.com. And with this tool, it does your personal chart, all your transits, and everything that's happening to you personally in your chart. And it delivers it into your phone in your calendar in your computer or your phone. You will be prepared for anything that the stars are directing you towards. So with that, I think I'll close. Remember, go to galacticcenter.org and sign up for my all-day workshop. I'll see you there. Thank you.